Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing awesome today. So we are going to be talking with the Lead Team Collective today regarding the level of preparation we should be considering versus trusting our intuition. Okay, so there seems to be a lot of questions from the community from a recent video I just did. We just put out called Getting Prepared for the Ascension, how the old world is falling apart. And so I took all of your comments and questions and we're going to ask them here. Okay. So this seemed to be the area that people have a lot of interest in right now. Some concerned, some not concerned, but wondering, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So then what I'm going to do, so I want to talk about that, prepare or trust, and we're going to talk all through this, all the different areas. Tomorrow night, I am then going to put out a pick a card, oracle. I'm going to use one oracle deck that the lead team wants us to use. And we're going to do a pick a card. If you've never done a pick a card yet, I've done them before, but it's been a while, where you will, we'll do it together, where you'll pick a card that resonates the most with you before the card is revealed. And then that will be a little inner guidance from your own spirit team on this particular topic of prepare or trust. Okay. And I don't think it needs to be prepare or trust. It's prepare and trust, right? That's where I'm at. It's the prepare and trust. But people are trying to figure out for themselves, what does prepare mean? Okay, so we're going to do that. And then the next night about prepare and trust, we're going to do an energy clearing. So with regards to this particular topic, you'll have 3 opportunities to explore. First, overall, what is the lead team collective saying? Then what is your own spirit team saying based on the oracle card you're going to receive for you? And then you'll get a clearing after that. Okay, so I'm kind of excited about this little 3-part thing. And then if that goes well, I'll do that with some other topics, because other topics that came out of your comments from the Ascension video is different guidance for different people. Why not everyone is meant to do the same thing? Okay, we could have a whole conversation about that. Whether to stay or leave, stay where you are or leave. Okay, people were asking about the bug out bag, shelter in place, and knowing when to move. And I thought that's interesting. None of this is based on fear. The thing is these are all the things we're hearing. And so from an intuitive perspective, I think it's helpful to explore them. Okay, so then there were some other ones there's like 8 different areas that you guys were commenting about that we could talk about. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll do the prayer and we'll get started on the prepare and or trust when guidance and fear look the same. Okay, all right, and I get it. I totally get it. And it comes and goes, doesn't it? From 1 hour to the next, depending on what comes into your awareness. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. And ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, the lead team collective, so it is only of the highest and purest light. Amen. Hey, lead team and my spirit team. I haven't talked to them today, but thanks so much, everybody, for partnering with all of us here in the community. Very much appreciated. And hope we're doing you proud. You're doing us proud, so. Okay, lead team, I'm going to start with the law of challenge. So in the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Yes. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Yes. In the name of Christ, are you of the highest and purest light? Yes, very, very still on the left side for the no. All right. Okay, thank you, lead team. Okay, so basically, this is what we're talking about today, you guys. So many people feel torn between trusting spirit and preparing for change. Some people feel pushed, that's interesting word, to store food, water, cash, and medicine. Other people worry that preparing means they are acting from fear. I totally get that. It's like, are we manifesting? That's my pressure cooker. That's not being prepared. I mean, that's being prepared, but that's not coming from fear at all. I'm enjoying it so much. In fact, I put a video out this morning, you guys, on my first pressure cooking experience, if you want to catch it. Okay, the real question may not be whether to prepare. The real question may be why we are preparing. This episode looks at the difference between guidance and anxiety. We will explore what enough preparation may really look like. We will also look at when preparation becomes an attempt to control. Yeah, I got that going on sometimes. The more awake we are, the higher timeline we are on. Just remember that. That's what we're working on. With the idea that the more awake, the more aware we are of things going on in the 3D, the higher timeline, because we have clarity, the higher timeline we can choose to live on. All right. That's what I'm finding. That once you go through the grieving process, which you have to do, you go through the grieving process when you've discovered something about the 3D world that you've never understood before. That's different than your understanding. Doesn't mean you've got the whole picture. Just remember that, but that's okay. It's something that's new and you're exploring. Before you go through the grieving process, just make sure that it's actually accurate information, okay? Because you know how hard that is. So once you go through the grieving process of that, you can be on a higher timeline. And so we're sort of, that's what the ascension process is. That's kind of what I think it is. You can totally have a different idea and share that, please. That's kind of what's resonating with me right now. So today we are asking what practical trust may really look like. Okay, so topic number 1, and I've got some questions for the lead team. Why so many people feel pulled to prepare? So people keep saying they feel pushed to buy, or their intuition is telling them, to buy extra food, water, medicine, cash, and pet supplies. Many are wondering if they are feeling, what they're feeling is guidance or fear. Okay, so let's find out. This is good. I want to know. I want to know. I mean, I kind of know the answer already, but we'll see what they say first. I'll see what these questions are like from Mabel here. If someone keeps feeling pushed to store food and water, should they trust that feeling even if they do not know why? Yes. Even if they're feeling pushed? Yes. Is it safe? Do you want us to assume that is our higher guidance telling us? Yes. If people are not feeling moved, I like the word moved better, to store food and water, should they trust that feeling? Yes. Is it, you have said previously that at least 6 months of conveniences is a good idea for everybody, regardless if you're feeling intuitively moved to do so. Is that true? Yes. But you still want everybody to follow their inner guidance on that? Yes. Because I've heard some really what I consider legit channelers say that they're getting 2 weeks. Is that true? Yes. Okay. So are you saying, is that because that's that community who they're talking to? Oh, yes. So is there a chance that people in this community would just feel more comfortable with 6 months? Ah, yes. Does it mean we absolutely will need 6 months? No. But people here will feel more comfortable. Yes. And are we able to maintain and live on a higher timeline if we feel more comfortable? Oh, there you go. Ding, 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 you guys. Yes. That's what it's about. It's our comfort level, including me. I'm on the 6 month preparation timeline. Does that mean those who are only preparing for 2 weeks will be on a higher timeline than those of us preparing for 6 months? No. It's the level of comfort that each person feels. Yes. Are there some people who may need to prep for a year to be in that level of comfort? Yes. That's where your intuition comes in, you guys. If the same, can people sometimes mistake anxiety for guidance? Yes. Are both feelings creating urgency? No. No. So inner guidance, will inner guidance feel like urgency? No. Mm-mm. That's good. That's really good. Pay attention to that. Okay. Like every once in a while, I'll feel a little anxiety and then I just have to stop and be like, okay, and then just don't do anything at that time. And then when I just feel moved to go, like yesterday, for some reason, something kept calling me towards Target. I'm like, why do I need to go to Target? I heard one person say something about Target and then I couldn't get it out of my head. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I was meant to go to Target, you know? I didn't, there wasn't like a miracle there, but actually what I did find, which I thought was very interesting, they're like, yes, I was looking at their bone broth, okay? Because I've been making my own bone broth. And this may just be with higher prices. I don't know. But there was like a bone broth that was this big, you guys. It was like 4 ounces or something. Oh no, maybe this was at, this was actually at Whole Foods. This wasn't at Target. I went into Whole Foods only because I don't really shop there as much, but I shop at a local co-op because I have one right down the street, which is amazing because it comes from local farmers. But and I want to support them as much as I can. But I went in to return some Amazon packages. So anyways, but their little tiny box of bone broth like that was like $9. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, who's going to buy that for $9? Which is why that actually, I think I needed to see that in terms of like just doing what I'm doing with a pressure canner, and I'm enjoying it so much. Like I'm doing the pressure canner out of intuition, not out of fear at all. And I'm enjoying the process so much. I'm like, I can't believe I've never done this before. Okay. Yep. Yep. And if you guys ever wonder, I do have a link. I'll link it below to I do have an Amazon shop. Now, I know a lot of you are not shopping on Amazon anymore. Totally fine. That's really the only place I can link this kind of stuff if you're wondering what kind of supplies that I've been looking at. So I'm calling it Ready for Anything. My Ready for Anything. I'll list my whole shop because I have a bunch of spiritual books in there and oracle decks. In fact, I think we have the community's favorite oracle decks in there. But I do now have a new list called Ready for Anything. It's just kind of interesting. Don't feel like you have to get all that stuff, obviously. It doesn't mean I have all of it. It's just stuff that I've been like looking at and things that other people have been kind of recommending. So, and the actual brand, you know. Okay, so if the same thought keeps returning calmly for months, is that more likely to be guidance than fear? Yes. And again, just like my like, why do I have to go to Target? This is weird. It just kept nudging me. And I did actually find some really cool containers because I've been trying to get little things organized, small ones, like really small ones. So maybe that's what I don't know. Could some people be ignoring real guidance because they are afraid of looking foolish? Wow, good questions, you guys. Yes, yes. I actually saw a video the other day where a woman, she was buying some stuff. She was preparing, she was just stocking her pantry. Just think of it that way, just stocking her pantry. But she's like, I have to do this in silence because her family thinks she's crazy. So, okay, she's following her intuition. And probably the motherly instinct is probably coming out right now for especially all women. Yes, okay. Or men who have the motherly instinct too. Okay. If spirit is guiding people, would the guidance usually feel calm even when the topic feels serious? Yes. Yes. So that's why we want to calm our anxiety first, your nervous system, right? And calm that, whether it's meditation, go for a walk, and then you'll be able to hear better guidance for yourself. Okay, lead team, that was amazing. Okay, so when preparation helps and when it hurts. There's a difference between preparing wisely and trying to control every possible outcome. Yeah, I've been trying to do that. It's like, okay, what if this, then this? And again, you could just ask AI, like, here are some possible outcomes of things. Tell me the basics of how to prepare in those areas. That wouldn't cost me too much, or like, what's the minimum I could get to feel just, comfortable, Is that a good approach, lead team? Yes. Okay. Can refusing to prepare become just as fear-based as over-preparing? Wow. Yes. Yes. Again, you have to choose, If someone calmly stores what they need and then stops thinking about it, does that create a different result than preparing from panic? Yes. Yes. You probably know that. Good confirmation. Could some people keep buying more supplies because they do not really believe they will be okay? Yes. Yes. And that's where you want to tap in, definitely, to yourself, and even have conversations with people around you. Like, okay, well, actually, here's another really good idea. I've been working on this actually. I have been creating a spreadsheet of just everything I have. Okay. Because I don't even remember, like, I don't remember what I have. So and if they're in different rooms or in a basement or something, I don't remember what I have. You can upload that spreadsheet to ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever and ask, if I want to be comfortable with my normal living standards for 6 months, what am I missing? That's it. It's so easy. And AI will tell you exactly what you're missing. And you can even say, don't go overboard. Don't create I don't want to have any fear about this. Just tell me if there's anything you would recommend. So they're saying yes. It's very cool to do that. Okay. Could some people okay, we did that. Is there a point where preparing no longer helps and starts becoming an attempt to control the future? Yes. Yes. If someone never feels like they have enough, could the real issue be fear rather than supplies? Yes. And would you, at that point, is there a chance that that's past life? Could be past life stuff? Yes. Is that a shadow that you would like us to do some work around, like clearing? Yes. What we'll do, you guys, is that I've actually done 2 clearings so far around these topics. If you haven't seen them, you can go to our energy clearing playlist and just keep doing those. And that'll help you clear that kind of negative energy. Okay, so what enough may actually look like. Many people want to know how much is enough without becoming obsessed, right? Yes. Again, it works so well to do the spreadsheet thing and then download your spreadsheet and upload it into AI and have a conversation. It's that easy. It really is. And just, let your AI know what your circumstances are and what your main concerns are, and that will help you, real practically. So would most people feel calmer if they had a simple plan instead of trying to prepare for everything? Yes. Yes. If someone had food, water, medicine, documents, and a small amount of cash, would that be enough for most situations? Yes. Okay, remember, some people are saying 2 weeks. So that's where you have to really tap into your own. And I love the fact that the lead team is like, yeah, but people in this community might be more comfortable with the 6 months. You just have to go with, and then you can start living in the 5D, or not be prevented from the ascension process and the change. Okay. Could learning practical skills matter more than buying more supplies? Yes. The thing is I had like no supplies. So that's for me, like I was like, yeah, I got nothing. Because I'm a minimalist and I usually don't live with a lot of stuff. My sister's the same way. So for me, there was quite a bit of stuff I needed to consider. So if someone prepares for 1 month, could that create a different feeling than trying to prepare for every possible future? Yes. Is it ultimately about our comfort level, each of us individually, so that we can live in the highest vibration during this time as possible? Yes. Regardless of how much each of us prepare, will we all be safe during this transition? Yes. Okay. Is it possible that people are searching for certainty when what they really need is confidence? Yes. Yes. And my first thought was, yeah, good luck with getting confidence right now, right? I think, is it better for us to trust that there is true purpose for the dismantling and breaking down of old systems? Yes. And that humanity will come out on the other end in the golden future, basically. Yes. Okay. So we're just preparing for that transition. That's all we're doing. Okay, why different people may need different things. Not everyone lives in the same place or has the same responsibilities, right? If someone has children, pets, or health issues, would they need to prepare differently? I mean, we know the answer to this, than someone living alone. Yes. So remember that when you're getting feedback from other people or you're hearing how other people are preparing their pantries or whatever. They have different life circumstances than you do. Okay. Would someone in a tornado area need different preparation than someone in a wildfire area? These are kind of no-brainer questions. I tell her not to do that, but yes, maybe they're helpful for you. And maybe she's supposed to be getting the questions directly from your comments. So maybe you guys had questions about that, which is fine. Could comparing our preparation to other people's choices be creating more confusion? Yes. Yes, for sure. If two people receive different guidance, can both still be right for their own situation? Yes. And does that mean one is living in the 3D and one is living in the 5D? No. Could they both be living in the 3D? Yes. Could they both be living in the 5D? Yes. And remember, my thoughts right now, and I'll ask the lead team, is the 3D to 5D split, let's say, or the Ascension, is it a place we will land in, like all of a sudden just land in 3D to 5D or go from 3D to 5D? No. Is it a transition process? Yes. Yes, that makes so much more sense to me than when we first started talking about this 5D stuff, I don't know, 9 months ago. And I was like, what? I have no idea what this is. Okay, that makes so much more sense to me. Is it possible that some people are meant to prepare more because other people will later depend on them? Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to say that has been a part of my preparation. And not like, I don't know who would depend on me. It doesn't mean I know anybody, but I just am like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know how much my neighbors are doing this or that. And I'm just going to get a little of this and that. Do you know what I mean? Yes. So that's why some of us might feel more called also. It depends. It depends on your situation. Oh my gosh, so helpful. What trust may really mean? Trust may not mean doing nothing. Trust may mean taking the next steps and then letting go, or trusting that if you are being called to go to Target, that there's a reason for you to go there, even if you don't even know what that is. If someone feels guided to prepare, could following that guidance actually increase their peace? That's just confirmation. Yes. Could following that guidance decrease their peace? No. No. If they are doing it from fear, could that decrease their peace? Yes. And lower their vibration? Yes. Can people trust spirit and still keep extra food, water, and medicine? That's really a big question on the table. Yes. Remember, is that because would you like to remind us that we do live in the 3D? Yes. Okay, I got to ask this question. I don't know why, this is coming into my awareness right now, but I'm going to ask it right now. And I don't want this to cause fear, but I got to ask it. Something that happened. So, did you guys see the warehouse that was, torched, basically, was full of toilet paper? I'm like, there's a part of me that was like, they did that on purpose. They torched our toilet paper on purpose. So, lead team, was that a legit disgruntled employee? Oh, no. Did they? Okay, I had it in my head. Did they do that on purpose? Like light the toilet paper on purpose? Okay. Are they trying to create, again, this is the mucky-muck. This is where we're in the mucky-muck of the 3D. Are they trying to create a shortage of things that would feel convenient for people? Yes. And make people uncomfortable? Yes. Okay. So again, you got to laugh that shit off. You just have to. But that's the kind of awareness. Is that the kind of awareness you want us to start having in order for us, they're saying yes, in order for us to get clear about the mucky-muck of the 3D so that we can look at it without absorbing? Because you see how I'm like giggling about it? I'm like, those stinkers, I'm not even calling them a-holes anymore. I'm just like, those are the games they're playing, and you just, us in this community can just go buy a little extra toilet paper. Because I did see somebody say that toilet paper was going to cover like 50 million households. So that's a lot. That's a lot. So I don't know. See, this is the kind of stuff that you can start watching for without absorbing it then, because you're prepared, So that's a little, I don't know. Question everything nowadays, you guys. Just question everything. Yeah, the lead team is saying yes, just question everything. Just really watch any narratives at all. If that's the case, though, can we trust the ultimate outcome is for the betterment of humanity? Yes. Well, okay. So is there something that spirit were the people who planned that warehouse thing, allegedly in entertainment purposes only, you guys? So the folks the federal government probably allegedly, I don't know. It's just making me laugh because it's just so dumb. Are they guided by spirit by chance? Yeah. Okay. Like negative spirit? No. And the reason I'm asking this, are they guided by spirit because it will help the ascension process? Yes. Because it'll help us. Why will it help the ascension process? It's helping the breakdown of old systems quicker. Yes. Okay. That's where the trust comes in for me. is question everything, but then also don't question it from an evil place. Question it from a higher, like what could doing that help us ascend quicker? How would that do that? You know, is always asking those questions at this point. And when you do that, I think the more you can be in that space. So the more we're in that kind of questioning space, is that presenting from the 5D or the 4D? Yes. Yep. Because you're asking it without fear. You're just like, that's when you're really observing it. Okay. Yes. I don't know why I needed to bring up that toilet paper thing. Did you guys want me to bring that up today? Yes. Okay. Would people feel less afraid if they trusted themselves more? Yes. Is their inner child really need some calming? Yes. So just let your inner child know it's okay. It's okay. I heard somebody talk about the inner child as the lower self. Is that so? There was a while I was doing lower self, higher self. And I actually did a lower self, higher self conversations with Trump, actually, like his lower self versus his higher self. That was interesting. I should do those again. Anyways, is our inner child what you would consider our lower self? Yes, so it's just and I wouldn't even say lower. I would say younger self. Is it our younger self? Yes. So inner child, younger self. Actually, I don't like lower self now. I don't like that because that takes power away from us. So it's just younger. And our higher self is wiser and more experience. Yes. And the part that we are playing for our higher self as the child self, the younger self, that's for them to experience something to strengthen their wisdom. Yes. Okay. Very cool. Okay, so last couple questions here. If the answer is not prepare or do not prepare, could the real answer be prepare calmly? Yes. Is there anybody in this community who you would recommend just literally does not need to do anything different? No. No. Again, just you tap into that, allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. You know, don't prepare for anything based on anything we're talking about here. You got to follow, you have to take responsibility for that. Okay, whatever you decide. Like if you go out and spend, a gazillion dollars and then you're like, don't go into debt on that, you just need to follow your own intuition. Could some people be more afraid of making the wrong choice than of the future itself? Yes. So think about that. If people trust themselves more, their younger selves, would they need less outside reassurance? Yes. And I kind of wonder if we trusted our higher self more, our wisdom. Yeah. So is it more our lower self, our younger selves that are not trusting? Yes. Okay. And that's where we can tap into our higher self wisdom. Yes. And again, just ask for the guidance. You got to ask for it. If you haven't asked for it and you've just been fluttering around, you're not going to get it because it's free will. So you've got to ask your higher self to guide you. You know what? You don't even need to be working with you. Do we have to work with spirit teams and all that, guardian angels? And no. Is it enough to tap into our higher selves? Yes. Is that preferable? Yes. Will we hurt our spirit guides' feelings or our guardian angels' feelings? No. Will we give them less purpose if we do that, if we just work with our higher selves? No. So you never know what's going to come out of my mouth during these. You never know what kind of topics we're going to explore. So you see the title and then we end up exploring. They're like, yes, we end up exploring so many more things. Okay. Is it possible that the future changes based on how we respond? Yes. Will the ascension process speed up when we stay calm? Yes. Will the ascension process slow down when we are in fear? Yes. And that goes individually too, not just for humanity. Is that why you suggest the 6 months so we can stay as calm as possible during this transition? Don't you guys get it now? Like, I so get this. Okay, I hope this is really, really clear. Okay, let me know what you think. I'm going to keep grabbing comments and questions from the videos from you guys, and we'll just keep talking about it as you need to. If you don't need to anymore because it's not coming up in the comments and the questions, we're going to move on. So until you're ready to move on, we're going to keep exploring some of these things. So come back tomorrow night. We're going to do the pick one, where I'm going to have 3 cards. You're going to pick one, and that will be your guidance from your higher self and your spirit team. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.